my son is campaigning for head boy. So a few days ago, my son had mentioned, or they are having a conversation with his siblings, that they are going to make him contest as head boy, in charge of the whole primary, from pre-nursery, playgroup to primary 5. He's going to be their head boy. And now, before you become a head boy, you must do election, you must give your manifesto, deliver a manifesto, and all of that. So my son came to me and said, "Mommy, can I contest?" I said no. So they went to school a day after, and they came back saying, "Mommy, Salem is now the head, is now the class rep. He won." I'm like, "You won? Why? I told you not to contest." They say, "No, Mommy, that one is different. The one you told him not to contest was head boy, so that one is different. He was asked to contest by our head teacher, the headmaster, that he should contest for class rep." I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know that they were doing that one." And Salem won. The other, his contestant, that is his opponent, had just, I think, 2 votes. The other one had 3 votes, and he had about 12 votes or thereabout. So he won. Now, when they came up again to say people should go for head boy, which is now the main election that is taking place this week, or maybe next week, they've started a campaign, and they said Salem should also go. So he came to me again, "Mommy, should I contest for head boy?" I said, "Well, since I didn't know about the other one, and you went to contest, you didn't need to do anything, and you won, go ahead. Let me not stop you. Maybe that's your own call. Maybe that's what God wants you to do." So I allowed him. And then Salem came to me again, "Mommy, there are other candidates are buying things and giving people for campaign and all." I told him, "No, Salem, I will not be party to giving gifts before election. If you win an election and we decide to give gifts to the people, it's a way of saying thank you. But any gifts you give when you are to contest for a position comes to me as bribe." And that's my understanding. He said, "Okay, Mommy, no problem." So he went to school. Other people were doing campaigns. They're giving sweets. They're giving everything. Salem came back yesterday. He told the father, "Daddy, I think you should get me pencils, pen, a jar of pen, a jar of pencils, and maybe a book that he will share in the whole primary." I told the father, I said, "Kede, we have to be deliberate in parenting and teach children, now that they are young, on how to do anything. If you are going to school, don't do expo, pass. Even if you come out with a 3rd class, God forbid, but let somebody know that that's the level of your understanding. Let us not allow our children." My husband said, "Yes, he understands my point, that he stands with me." So this morning, while I was giving out, my son, one of the triplets was not feeling well, so the school called us. So all the people that were there, some of the teachers were feeding him, trying to take care of my son before we got there to pick him. Something just said, "Send them a gift." So I started wrapping gifts this morning, writing the names of the different teachers that were on seat, and then their principal and all of that. So my husband now said, "I didn't send to Salem's teacher." I told him, I said, "Kede, I cannot send to Salem's teacher because Salem is going for an election. Anything you do now will be like you are trying to buy votes for your child. So let us stay clear from everything that has to do with Salem's teacher. If Salem wins this election, I cannot appreciate the teacher. But I don't want to even go near the teacher. I don't even want to know the teacher. Let everything be clean and clear." For those of you who don't know, I was one of those parents that would tell the teachers to separate my children. They should not write exam in the same hall. They shouldn't even have classes in the same hall. The teachers opened up to me in the 2 different schools my kids have attended. They said, "Your children don't behave like they know themselves in class." In fact, when one of the triplets is asked to write names of noisemaker and the brothers make noise or the sister make noise, they'll write the sibling name, that they are so surprised that this kind of triplet, they don't cover up for sibling. No. When you make noise, they'll write your name. Because of how we trained our children. No cutting corners. We do things the right way. Because parenting is not just, they see what you do. They also take from what you teach them. How you treat other people, they see it. Guys, let me know if I'm overdoing it as a parent. Let me know on the comment section.